I'm not on my Sunday best today. I'm finishing off a job that I started last weekend, and that was removing gorse from our bank. And then my husband Kani is going to come along and tractor around, and so we can have a nice looking bank again. I've got these special gloves that keep the poisons away, and I got these really nice looking gloves in my favourite colour, yellow. They're nice, sort of a nice soft leathery glove, but they'll be really good, I hope, to keep the gorse prickles out, because oh my gosh, I'm still pricking them out from last weekend and they're a nightmare, I can tell you that. I also got this weed weapon. I'm not sure if it's going to be strong enough to kill the gorse, but I like the applicator, and it's also got a dye in it so you can see where you've actually been. Look at that beauty. It's tiny and it's light. The only heavy part of it is the battery. I'm loving it, and it's easy for me to use, and I've been using it with the gorse. This isn't a paid promotion, I just really love this. I'll just shut this door in case those chickens, if they do get out, don't get into the pottage garden. I have lost 2 expensive pairs of reading glasses in the garden over the last few years, and never to be found again. So I've got a cheapo pair of reading glasses with a zip on the pocket. Let's go find the gorse that I missed. I wanted to go around all the trees because there's been lots of gorse around the trees, and it makes it very hard for Kani to come along and tractor, and I hope it's not too wet for him. I hope the tractor doesn't get stuck today. I've left some gorse there. I might do that bit of cutty grass as well with a chainsaw. I've got to do around this cabbage tree. They're in flower at the moment, the gorse, so it's a great time to get rid of them. I've left some in there. I've got double gloves, the chemical ones underneath, and then I've got these leather ones on top. If I was doing a bigger job like with Kani, I'd be wearing face masks and ear muffs and all the rest of it, but this little chainsaw is so quiet. The 3-point contact to start, and this here is the brake, so if you knock it, it turns off straight away. Nice and quiet. Right, so that is all the gorse and a bit of cutty grass and things that I cut out. I mean, you can actually see those stumps there, what size, but it does much bigger. It's amazing. Kani uses it on the firewood. If he isn't using his big chainsaw, he can just use this for, you know, and I've just managed to easily get in around in there. There's a big pile of cutty grass over by that tokra in behind the manuka in there. I'm going to have a go at that. So today is a beautiful day. So yesterday I went and I bought some seedlings to plant into the garden. There you go, there's some seedlings. I've also got some seeds to plant as well. So I've got a selection of beetroot because I love beetroot, and the last time I planted some beetroot, my chickens got in and ate them all. And some broccoli flower. We've done that once before, so that's a mixture of like broccoli with a cauliflower, all very good for stir fries and whatnot. And we got some cabbage, which is also good for the food science lifestyle change that we're looking at incorporating. And I also got some daikon radish seeds, which I'm going to plant out as well, because that's also very good for the lifestyle change that we're doing. A wee while ago, a friend of mine whose husband made her a little, like a mini cloche or a seed box to plant out little vulnerable plants and things like that in cooler weather. I asked Kani to make one for me the same, because we already had a window that actually came out of my little garden shed that my bestie made for us many years ago. So we took the window that was out of that he put in, and I did a stained glass window and put it in there instead. So that was another project that I did before. So Kani built me this lovely little cloche here, and it's had loads of use. I've got some garlic in there doing very nicely, so I think I might put the radish in there as well because it'll be nice and protected. I've got some strawberries down there. I've got some celery over here that Widemu planted before he left home, and I've got some lovely, these are got a purple flower and they've sort of got like a chives kind of, or garlicky chives taste to them. I've got some potatoes obviously already starting to sprout away there, some parsley. You can never get rid of parsley or mint. I've got mint in a pot over here, which probably was a wiser idea to plant it. My rhubarb looks a bit sad today because it's very warm, needs a clean up. And we've got some more parsley over here. I think that's the Italian parsley, that one. Some Cape gooseberries that have self-seeded in there, and with my dahlia bulbs. But I'm going to plant up over here some of the vegetables. I had the beetroot underneath this little shade, but can't really see them. The chickens all pulled them to smithereens. Anyway, so I'm going to prepare the bed by digging holes and putting in some good compost and give them a good water with some worm wee, and then mulch them. And I'm not so sure about the snails at the moment, but I try to avoid using snail killer. So I know you can try all sorts of different things like having shell and bark and stuff to stop the snails' foot from going over it. They don't like the rough surface. So anyway, we will start. I have started to dig out the garden bed, and it was quite heavy. You can actually probably see how heavy it was. Lots of nice worms and things in there. You want it to be friable, and friable means that it's not too heavy, not too light. It drains well, it doesn't hold too much water. And then I have got out of my compost bin just there, that big compost bin there. I have just pulled out some of it and stuck it on the top there. It's been composting for some time, so it's not going to burn any little seedlings. And I am going to dig it through with my trusty spade. I've got a lady spade, so it's got a nice small head on it, and it is the best spade. And these are the beetroot that were looking fantastic until the chickens took off the mini cloche that I had for them, which is actually an old lampshade that I bought at a junk shop. I had them in here one time, the chickens, and they managed to pull off the shade and ate all my beautiful beetroots. So I have some more. The worm wee that needs to be diluted, 1 part worm wee to 10 parts water. So I'm going to mix some of that up. Oh gosh, here comes number 2. So there's 2 of them now using my garden as a dust bath. So today is the day I'm going to cut those chicken wings so that they don't fly over the fence and get into the garden. So I just thought I'd show you my stained glass window before I go out and do the chickens. My husband says, come on Ange, we haven't got time for videos. So off we go. They're all waiting for me, and Kani, I'm going to throw out some food for them first of all. Become the birds as well that want the chicken food. There you go, there's some food for them. First time I did it, I clipped both the wings and they could still fly.
these two are twins, and I'm not sure which one is which.
They're not twins. I don't think they're twins. And Kani is releasing them out after I've collected the 3 eggs. Much happier now that they're out. I can hear it arriving. It is the tractor from my brother-in-law to tow Kani's tractor out. Here it comes down our driveway. I'll just go and tell him where we are. Here he comes. Oh, can have a get around there? Even the ducks are excited. Actually, I'm about to feed them, so I might just come this way. I wonder if you can see from here. He did a beautiful job. Look at it. Look how beautiful it looks. With the tractor yesterday, it looks so beautiful, but the tractor is stuck way over there.
So it's just straight down through, along the path down to the containers, and then I normally drop over the bank and then come up through. It's in the
Why
bottom.
don't you sort of walk ahead of me then, and then I'll follow you.
Okay.
Even the ducks are excited. I don't think it'll be any trouble whatsoever for my brother-in-law to big tractor pull out the little tractor. Don't go down. Oh gosh, hello. That's a bit nerve-wracking me watching this. Oh. He's finishing it off. Okay, these are the 2 flexes that Kani ripped out with his tractor. Now there isn't a lot of roots on them, as you can see on both of them. There's not a lot of roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the flax back. I'm going to break them up into bits. And it's a bit of a shame, but that's the way it is, because we don't want all the energy going into the leaves that are growing. We really want them to go into the roots to see if they're going to establish themselves again. While I've been digging in these flax, I've noticed that the deer have done quite a bit of damage around the property again. This fruit tree has had a whole lot of branches whacked off. So I'm really going to have to get in and have a good look at my sorry old fruit trees. They get hammered a bit, it's very windy. And they were all staked, but when we had the cyclone earlier this year, they sort of took a bit of a hammering. Kani has finished mowing those paddocks and they look great. Off we go to pick up the pile of wood. Mission accomplished. So once we've loaded this off and sorted it out, and our trusty canine following in behind. Then we can go inside and get ready to go out for Kani's Father's Day. It's only just going to be him and I because all the children have flown the coop. Just how gorgeous are the spring flowers. It's going to rain, so we just got the tractor out in the nick of time. Kani, happy
Hello.
Father's Day.
Thank you.
We're off to the Takapuna flea market. Takapuna has changed an awful lot. I can hear the tuis up in this tree here somewhere. I love the tuis. We're gearing up for a busy week at Adair Cottage with more guests arriving. Thanks for watching, and if you like, please subscribe. See you next week.